Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh yeah, buddy, this is gonna be good. What's going on, family? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. Oh man, Brother Russell, yeah, making all these Democrats boo-boo doodoo all on themselves. And the big fella they put up on the screen, he ought to be walked out. Yeah, a lot of them, especially in New York, ought to be walked out with their hands behind their back. Put some WD-40 on them handcuffs. DW-40. DW-40. They say, Rick, sir, it's WD-40. DW-40. That's that OkayRickk special brand of 40. Yeah, and it makes those handcuffs brand new. Because somebody got to be walked out with their hands behind their back. And there's a lot of handcuffs that need to be repolished. Need to put some oil on them. Yay! Well, let's go get into it. Enough of me talking, y'all. I couldn't wait to jump into this, man. You know. And it always is a good day when Democrats are doo-dooing all on themselves. In front of Congress. So check it out. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Defend Donald Trump and perpetuate the absolute whitewashing that the Republicans have doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on in fealty to Donald Trump, that somehow these were political prosecutions and investigations. And the only evidence of that is that the defendant said it. That's all you have. You have no actual evidence of any politicization or weaponization.
Well, Mr.
If you look,
sir,
I reclaim my time. If you look at the actual indictments, if you look at the Mar-a-Lago search warrant, there is not an objective judge, prosecutor, or anyone else who understands criminal law who would say there's not enough evidence to charge or to go forward with the search warrant. And all you are doing is trying to create a monarchy for Donald Trump. And that's what you have been doing by yielding all of your power to him for the last 6 weeks.
The gentleman's time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from South Carolina.
Let me just write the last word.
The gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I think it was discussed earlier that this was not about politics and that people campaigning for district attorneys were not campaigning on going after the former president, now current president. But that, of course, is belied by the evidence, and I think we have a video to show just that.
Let's play the video.
Whoever has this job, are they going to convict Donald Trump?
Look, that is the number one issue. I'm the candidate in the race who has the experience with Donald Trump. We sued the Trump administration over 100 times.
I sued Trump over 100 times and brought a case.
Put this big fella in jail. I'm telling you, that this big greasy fella need to be walked down. We got to get 4 set of handcuffs for him, cause we know them wrists gonna be tight. We're gonna need to get 4 set of handcuffs for this big fella. Kim, that other big greasy heifer. What's that lady name? Letitia. We need to go down the list. These people need to be walked out, man. They say, Rick, sir, they won't ever be held accountable, sir. Rick, sir, stop saying put your hands behind your back, sir. No. You see, the tongue, words are very, very powerful. You see, I've been saying this for a long time. And look, we just seen people get arrested last week. We just seen the judges got the illegal criminal gang members inside the house. They in there making bread and soup and potatoes and steaks and rubbing their feet in the backyard, and the wife is back there giving the illegal gang members massages and giving them guns and ammunition. Yeah, somebody got to go to jail. The other judge, Miss Hannah, got to go to jail. Somebody got to go to jail, prison, slam a yard, walk them out, hands behind their back. And they ought to go get this big fella here, Alvin Bragg. A disgrace down there, man.
Against the Trump Foundation and held him accountable.
Holding Trump accountable for the Trump Foundation.
From exposing illegal behavior by the Trump Foundation.
I do have a lot of experience with the former president. I led the New York State Attorney General's work and investigation and successful litigation against him and his family for their misconduct with the Trump Foundation. And also we had a number of litigations, more than 100 involving the Trump administration. I led the team that held Trump and his children accountable for their misconduct with the Trump Foundation. I oversaw the work which sued his administration more than 100 times. I led the Attorney General's work on the Trump Foundation case where we held Trump and his family accountable. When I was at the Attorney General's office, I led our work on the Trump Foundation matter. I also led the team that did the Trump Foundation case, and I've seen him up front and seen the lawlessness that he can do. Started out as a civil rights lawyer, then became a federal prosecutor, ultimately was the #2 lawyer in the New York State Attorney General's office, leading the charge against the racist policies of the Trump administration. I believe we have to hold him accountable. I've litigated with him, and so I'm prepared to go where the facts take me once I see them and hold him accountable.
Big, nasty, sloppy fella, man. Big, nasty, greasy, sloppy fella. You know? Big, nasty slop. You need to take them hands. You need to go turn yourself in, sir. Arrest yourself. Sue yourself. You need to be sued. And they say, Rick, sir, calm down, sir. Your blood pressure's going up, sir. Calm down, Rick. You don't even know what you're talking about. Calm down, sir. Every time I see this fella, I get mad. Him and that other lady and all them other ones down there in New York, I get pissed off. Hotter than fish grease.
Being a rich old white man has allowed you to evade accountability in Manhattan. That includes Trump and his children, right? We held them accountable in the Trump.
You know, race card, the white man. People are sick, pathetic, man. And these be the actual criminals. The ones that do all this campaigning, hollering and screaming. These be the guiltiest ones right here. You see Letitia James, mortgage fraud and all kind of stuff. The biggest scams and shams. But the loudest ones be the guiltiest ones.
Trump Foundation case. My office did the Trump University case. So I've seen a pattern of lawlessness over 20 years. And so I'm inclined to believe all I see in the public domain and know that there's and believe that there's a path forward there to make a case.
So I think we go back to the basic premise of the bill, is that you have a prosecutor in New York. You're not worried about crime in New York, Manhattan. He is worried about going after.
New York has been ran into the fucking ground. Let's talk about that. But no, it's just Trump.
The former president of the United States. Why? Because it earns him political points in a jurisdiction that did not vote for Donald Trump. And so they elected this guy to go after him, despite the fact that there are other crimes that you could be going after, but resources are dedicated. And so to sit here today and say that this has not been about politics, this is about fairness in the system, it's total BS to believe that that is actually the case, because he said it 1,000,000 times on television. He campaigned on it, and that is the purpose. One of the huge purposes of this bill is to remove that from a fairness perspective, that a jury in a federal system, that a different system that is not rigged in a state court can go and have a fair trial. The presumption of innocence is on a criminal defendant, and if we do this for ambassadors, if we do this for sitting presidents right now, why would we not extend that to somebody when they are targeting a former president or vice president?
Will the gentleman yield
for political points?
a question?
And with that,
Man, I'm just glad the way this thing all played out, man. You know, they did everything they could, man. And look where we are now, y'all. People spoke loud and clear. You know, people that don't even get involved got involved. man. Shams and banana peels all out in the middle of the street. Kangaroos jumping all on the freeway and at the intersection. A disgrace. But look where we are now, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I love y'all. God bless you all and your families. The fight continues, man. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, you guys.